T120?
Been a long day.
ADV.
Thank you very much, sir.
Alright.
So even though it's got a key, I don't need it?
No. That's for getting under the boot.
Oh, alright.
So if the battery's flat. I don't think we need to do a safety check. Everybody's been out, it's been out before, so.
Oh, they've all been out, so they know.
Everybody who's with you has been out before.
Right, cool.
Alright.
Many have we got this time?
That's it.
Excellent. One of you guys going to lead?
1, 2, 3, 4.
If you want to lead, but if you're tired of it, I'll do it.
We've
But
got like 5 people, that's it.
you're doing a good job of it. You do it again.
Right, okay.
Quite happy where I am.
I'll go out front.
I don't mind doing it if you're fed up with it.
No, I'll just do it. Quite good.
The little Rebel DCT. Now, I'm going to say I didn't really enjoy the little Rebel DCT, but I think it's a bike that requires somebody a wee bit smaller than me. I felt a bit cramped on it, my hips were locking up. I didn't think the DCT, I don't know, just somehow didn't suit it, but I don't like saying these things because it's like, you know, people might watch this and they're thinking of buying a Rebel and, you know, don't listen to anything I say because I just tried it for 30 miles and as I said in an earlier video, you need a lot longer than that to get to know a bike. But I would say that I do honestly think that it's for people, you know, it's ideally suited to people who are maybe about 5'10". I'm 6 foot, 33 inside leg. I'm not going to say that it felt, you know, cramped, because I didn't feel like it was terribly cramped, but it was causing my hips and that to ache. Not a bad way to end the day, but a chilling way. I wasn't sure about this, thought about riding something a bit taller, but actually not too bad. The engine is quite impressive, quite impressive. Nice light clutch as well. I'm sure it's an assisted clutch. It's funny, I remember I did the video on the salt tyre Enfield that I borrowed on a test ride, and it had aftermarket pipes on it. I'm sure that video is still up. If it isn't, I'll re-put it up because it was an interesting day out on that bike. And it had all the character of an old bike. I mean, it felt very much like an old bike. It felt like not that I know what it's like to ride an old British bike, but you certainly felt that it must have been very close to that experience. And the sound of these aftermarket pipes, it really did sound amazing, absolutely amazing. And I was really tickled pink with how sort of retroly authentic that bike felt. And a lot more authentic than this, because this does feel modern. But that's also a good thing on this bike, because you know it's still got the sort of aesthetics. It could have a better sound if you were to put a better system on it. It's definitely got a much higher quality finish than the Enfield. Well, I say much higher, it's certainly better. I think when you put the two prices together, you can begin to sort of, you know, the Enfield's an awful lot of good value, but you definitely, I think, get a slightly more polished product from Triumph, and obviously the price difference, you would expect that. This motor is really, I mean, it's twice the size of that Enfield, but it really is torquey. It really feels torquey. It's a nice place to be. Nice place to be. So I've had a day out. I've helped to marshal this event. To be honest with you, I haven't had to do very much because Andy's been up front and Keith's been herding them up, and I've just been kind of in the middle, kind of there for both sides to see. And I feel a little bit out of practice with it. There's a few things I've done that I felt that could have done better.